Have you ever had something go crazy, but it sounds true? Now come listen to this. That thing is called paradox, and life is wired that way. And that is one of the reasons you need to listen to this to the end. Now, when it comes to paradox, it's something that sounds foolish at first and later makes sense. Our life is wired that way. There are many times we all want something that's perfect immediately. We don't want to go through the process, we don't want to go through the stress, we don't want to go through anything. All we just need is to start now and to get there immediately. And the bitter truth is, no, even the creativity of life was rough in the starting, but makes sense later. When it comes to Garden of Eden, we have to understand the fact that in the beginning it was all dark. No tree, no fruit, no Adam, no Eve, no anybody. Everything is just darkness. And that's the creativity of the world itself. But when it comes to the area of woman, we don't want to go through that process. We don't want to hear that that thing is not working. We just need something that needs to work immediately. I understand that it's good for us to look for perfection. But you see, you can never be perfect until you go through the process because there are things you need to feel in order to start again so that it can be perfect. But when you go for perfect many times, it's just like when you believe something is going to work and it's not working. It is not that thing's fault. It is for you putting all your trust in that thing. That is, you are not seeing in a natural way. All you want is for you to just get your answer. When it comes to paradox, paradox will teach you that there are patience, there are rules, there are law, there are patterns that guide things. And if you are not ready to go through all this, it will not make sense at all. Let's assume you are done with school and you need a job now and you want to go for a job interview. You don't expect the company to take you immediately and for them to just give you that job immediately. They need to, announce to everyone. So they need people who are the best at that level to get it. And that is where they need to interview you. That is where they need to check whatever you got in school, even if it is third class or second class or first class. And if you are to be third class, second class, or first class, they need to examine, they need to check. Did you work for this thing that you got? There are people today that they are first class, but they cannot defend whatever that is in their hand. And we have some people that they are third class students, but you see, they are as brilliant as first class students. So if you see this kind of people, you have to say this result is not making sense until you have to listen to what is in their brain. Let me put it that way. Until you have to listen to what they need to offer you. But I think today that we have now, nobody is trying to look for what you have now. Everybody just want to get there. And that is why today we have a lot of things that is not perfect that people see as perfect things. When it comes to paradox, paradox shows you that there are lines, there are ways that you think is not making sense, but it is a way. Let's come to kingdom as an example. When Bible says there is one way that is as tiny, but the end is good. And there is one way that is as big, but the end is bad. You have to psychologically think about what are they trying to say. Sorry, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say now. You have to go through the process. Whatever that you are doing now that is not making sense, that doesn't tell you that you should now stop. No, you don't stop. You have to work harder. You have to wake up the passion in you. You have to have appetite for it. You don't expect a goal to be good immediately. You have to go to where they are looking for it. And if you know where they are getting good, it's not a place that that are really, really, really good. Not really, really safe. It's not a place that is good. You have to dig ground, go down, 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 down for you to get it. Some people have to spoil a whole building. Some people have to destroy a whole farm in order to get what they are looking for. And after getting the gold, it has to pass through fire. So if they tell you what you are putting in that your neck, I've passed through a lot of things. You won't believe. And that's one of the work of paradox. When paradox presents something to you, you don't see the good habit of it. All you see is the nonsense of that thing. But you see, at the end, it's awesome. All I'm saying is this. You have to go through that fire in order for you to get the beautiful aspect of what you are looking for. There is no story without war. Every good story began with paradox. Go and do your research very well. Every good story began with paradox. There are some people when they talk, all you will think that they are saying nonsense. There are some book if you read it, you will read it and you will not understand. You might even throw the book away. But you see, if you go back to the book again, you will understand the fact that the book is saying the reality to your life. Once upon a time, phone is phone. We don't have something like iPhone 17. We don't have something like iPhone 6. All we know that phone do then is to make call. But you see, as at then, nobody would think the same phone I'm using to do this reel will be something that is now going to be something we'll be using as the way we are using it now. We have Motorola, we have Nokia. All they do then is to make call, text messages, and game. No social media, no anything. But as time move on, they keep upgrading, and that is where the competition is. iPhone 17 is not iPhone 17. We start from iPhone 6, iPhone 7. From there they keep upgrading. But when this thing were out, it doesn't make sense. And that is why you need to fight for yourself. There are some people they will be like, I want to be Lionel Messi. If Lionel Messi want to become some people, it won't be Lionel Messi of today. So definitely you see yourself as something that is not making sense. You have to build yourself up and to become yourself. I want to become the Olawale, the CEO of Geek Production. I want to become my name. I want to build my name to that. I don't want to become anybody. Yes, I have a mentor I'm looking upon, but I don't want to become like my mentor self. I want to be more than my mentor. I want to be greater than the person I'm looking up to. So I want someone to look up to me too. And if I have to do that, I don't expect that to make sense immediately. When I was still young, when I was still in my primary school, I repeated the class 2 times. My parents will not because of that and says we are not going to send you to school again. No. When my dad saw that this thing won't work, they take me out of my mom's presence. They took me to another state. And that is when I built up that in class and I became second. I was now given second position that my mom was now even shouting, this is my son. Today I'm a graduate. I'm now something, even if at home I'm not yet here. But you see, I'm building myself to it. But you see, when it comes to paradox, as I said earlier, it will not make sense. You are the one that is going to show us that this is sense. Are we good now? That it doesn't make sense. That doesn't mean there's no sense in it. There are a lot of sense in it. Just check. Build your passion. Wake up from your slumber. Build up again. You can do this and it will help you. Are we good now? And finally, give your life to Christ. You need it. Give your life to Christ.